your telling. Jumpstart your writing, get over the hump. Jump into fiction with Shirley Jump. Jumpstart your writing, get over the hump. Jump into fiction with Shirley Jump.
Hi guys, welcome to the live writing sprints. And I gotta say, every time I play that theme song, it makes me crack up because it's kind of funny and dorky at the same time that it's peppy. So I actually did it so that I could do a podcast, but I have not had the time to add that to everything that we're offering here at the channel. So thank you for being here. I see a whole bunch of people already here. Wendy, Cheryl, Silver Ali. So happy to see everybody here, especially after we had the mastermind last night and we talked a lot about the people's books in the group. Half a Mo is here, woohoo! So thrilled to see you guys. And if you're watching this on the replay, just know that you can write along with us. And if you have a question, you can always drop it in the comments because the comments continue to notify me even after the live stream is over. Be sure that you check out the class on Sunday at, I was gonna kind of like throw up the slide for it, but I don't even know if I can do that. But no, I don't think I can do it because it's not a PDF. But be sure to check out the class on Sunday, which we're going to have at 2 o'clock. And it's going to be how to plot like a pro. We're kind of going to go over the basics of plotting and take you from A to Z so that you can really plot your novel. And it's a great opportunity to ask me questions and kind of figure out your book. So it'll be a nice kind of intro to plotting and give you a way to get your book started. How's my dog? My dog's still a little sick, and so I've been dealing with that today. And then we switched carriers to T-Mobile, and I gotta say that I'm happy with the free Netflix from T-Mobile, but the switching process has taken me 5 days, and I've been in and out of the store today trying to get everybody's phones switched. So no, you don't need to sign up for the plotting class live. It's right here on the channel. You can sign up to be notified. Just click notify me on the channel page, which I can throw up there. That way you won't forget on Sunday. Like, I know I get busy with a lot of stuff and I forget to do stuff all the time. So let me throw up the link for that. So how these work is that we do 10-minute sprints where you guys are writing with me, and then I come back, answer any questions that you guys have, and we move forward from there. I do not have a writing prompt for today because it's just been like I literally got home 10 minutes ago. So at least this time I'm not driving while we're doing it. So yes, I would suggest going and clicking on the live and just hitting notify me because it'll send you an email and then it will also like pop up on your computer for you. Nice to see you, Gayla. Nice to see everybody here. So let's get to work and do our first 10 minutes. We try to do 4 during this this whole live stream. So I just got a new phone too, so I'm gonna find everything and do it, right? Yes, Half a Mo, definitely. I gotta breathe. Going out with my girlfriends tonight, so I think that will be a nice way to end this very stressful week. So, all right, I'm gonna be working on the book revision that I have due, and I hope you guys are all working on something great. If you have a second, drop it in the comments and let me know what you're working on and how I can help if you have a question. If you don't, totally great. And, okay, so let's get started on our first 10-minute sprint. I'll play a little music and I'll see you guys back here in 10 minutes. Okay, that was our first 10 minutes, maybe an extra minute. Hey, Robert, nice to see you. And Cheryl's working on religion. Religion. I was just writing something about religion in the book I'm working on. Revisions, that's better. And Cece, I absolutely get it, not being able to watch now, but yes, please do watch the replay later and write along with us. I think it's a great way to kind of get some motivation going, because everybody else is writing. Like I think I've told you guys before that I can go to a Starbucks and feel a lot of peer pressure from total strangers to stay working on my book. And Cece, you don't have to sign up for the thing on what I want to call it, Sunday. It's just like the Fiction Fridays. So you just click on the YouTube link I put up above, and here it is. Here's the image for it. And it's going to be a live stream just like everything else that we do. So you'll be able to watch it later too if you can't be there. But being there allows you to ask questions. So that would be really helpful if you're struggling with your plot. So I'm super stoked about having that. We plan on offering a class like every couple of months like that as my schedule permits, and to hopefully answer whatever questions everybody has. And if you didn't already see it, here is the new video for the week. This one's about prologues, and I know I had like a short video about prologues, and here's my blondness coming out. So I recorded the bigger video, and then my battery died, and so I then recorded the rest of it a few hours later. And when I uploaded them to my downloads folder to start working on them, I just started with the shorter one because I only had time to edit a short one. And then I get that one up on last Monday, a week ago Monday, and I'm like, great. And then I open up the longer one this week, and I was like, oh wait, this is the beginning of that, and I had totally forgotten that I had that. So there's a teeny tiny audio issue because my battery died, of course, in the middle. It just said it didn't put the link up. Oh yeah, it did. It had a teeny tiny issue with the battery dying at the very end with the last word, so you'll see a little sign for that. But it does go into prologues in a lot more depth. And one of the videos that will come up next week is about whether what you have is an idea or a book, and sort of a litmus test for how do you decide if I need more for this before I start turning it into a book. Great job, Wendy, with starting the new scene, and Silver Alley with the 100 words or so you guys did. I'm kind of writing a new scene as well into the book because my editor wanted me to add a couple of scenes with the witnesses. It's a suspense, so we're adding some of that. And Half-a-Mo, stuck with just doing dialogue. Absolutely, that's a great way to get going again. A lot of times I just let the characters kind of go back and forth, and that helps me jumpstart it. I'm one of those people that forgets to dress the people and put them in a room, because I write dialogue first, and then I start layering it in. And every once in a while I'll go back to fill out my art fact sheet for the publisher, and I'll be like, wait, I don't think I ever put these people in any clothes. So anyways, that's sort of a thing that I do a lot. And CC, there's no fee. It is free because it's a live stream. So I absolutely tell your friends and bring them, because what we're trying to do is kind of spread the word about the channel by offering a lot of free stuff. So I would love to see you there and any other writers that you know. So feel free to share it. And yes, I think FMO that it does help a lot to hear them in your mind. And sometimes it just sort of allows them to say the things that are way deep down in your subconscious that your writer mind hasn't brought to life yet. So I love doing dialogue first. Okay. Yes, see you on Sunday, CC. Let's do another 10 minutes, if nobody has any other questions. And Robert, I know he's handwriting this, which I completely admire because mine is just so bad. I think I showed you guys that. Here's all my notes with T-Mobile for the phone, which I couldn't read after I was done, and I had to go and ask the guy what he told me. So yeah, my handwriting's atrocious, and I'm not going to try that. But let's try another 10 minutes and get some more words on the page, and I will see you guys in 10 minutes. Hey guys, another 10 minutes. I think I started the timer later, late on that. And yes, Gayla, revising the scene where Lainey meets Jace again after 6 years. That's awesome. Looking forward to seeing that in the mastermind next month. I'm kind of getting stuck with what I want to do for this particular scene because I've got to add witnesses to this plot, and it kind of requires a lot more rewriting than I was expecting, which I always know that there's going to be some revision, and then I hate it when there's a lot, but then when I'm done, I'm always glad because I'm like, okay, this really, expanded this book and made it richer than it was before. So yeah, revisions are never my favorite when I first get them, and just kind of doing the process is always a little tedious to me. There are authors that love doing revisions, and then there are authors who hate it. I'm kind of in between. Sometimes I love it because it gives me an opportunity to do a better job than I did before, and sometimes I'm just annoyed because I'm so done with the book. So it depends on the book. And Silver Alley, 111 words. Excellent job. So I'm thrilled that you guys are writing. And I know that Half a Mo's coming from the other side of the world over in Great Britain. So I don't know where anybody else, well, I know where Wendy's from and Gayla's from, and Cheryl. So Silver Alley or Robert, let me know where you're from and what you're working on. I think I remember what Robert's working on because he talked about it last week. I'm always interested to hear more about what you guys are doing. And I love seeing the regulars here, the regular jump starters that we have, because that's always a fun time for me. We've got 2 more sprints left. And if you have any questions, that's your time to do that. Oh, great. In the UK as well, Silver Alley. So I know it's like 9:30 there, I think, right? And Cheryl's working on that scene with the sheriff to try to bring in more internal conflict. Excellent. Oh, Half a Mo's in Scotland. I get them confused. I'm not good with names or places like that, so I'm really sorry. Oh, riding under 2 duvets. That's so cold. That's really cold. When I went up to visit my husband's family and my family in Massachusetts last year, we went up around Thanksgiving, and I was so cold in his uncle's house that I put on 2 sleeping bags while I was sitting on the couch, and they thought I was being a drama queen, but it was really cold. And I've gotten used to Florida weather, even though I grew up there. I've gotten used to Florida weather, and I'm a baby now. And yes, I bet it is windy there. I've been to Chicago, which is brutally windy, and I can only imagine. Although I'd love to go to Scotland someday. So great job, Wendy, on your words, and Silver Alley on the Children's Mermaid book. That sounds great. I actually have a person that I've worked with before on a book who does a lot of mermaid stuff. She's an artist that does mermaid things, and it's really cool. Awesome, guys. So Half a Mo is really working hard under these 2 duvets. I can't even imagine. But let's do another 10 minutes and see what we get. All right, guys. There you go. here we go, another 10 minutes. And I managed to put my witness in, and now I've just got to kind of flesh that witness out a little bit and figure out who they are and what they are. And what they're going to bring to the table for this story. So I'm kind of excited about that. Now that I got through the part that I didn't want to do, I've got a character to create, and I think that'll be kind of fun. And I've already made him a little bit bad, so that'll be awesome. So how did you guys do? How did your 10 minutes go? Did you get lots done? And are you making progress with your book? How is your book going? How are 122 words? Great job, Silver Ollie, on your mermaid book. How is your book going? Are you struggling with developing the character or bringing the plot together? I know that some of the people in the mastermind last night, we were all talking about the importance of action in your scenes, so that the characters aren't just thinking a lot. And I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else, because I have lots of things I want to get on the page, and sometimes I have a lot of really pretty words I want to put on the page. But you really need the characters to act and interact and do what people would normally do in regular situations. And my advice last night with the masterminds was to kind of put yourself in the character's shoes and think about what you would naturally do when you walk into that room or you see that person, and think about what they would be moving around and doing, because that really helps bring it to life. If you've got people making coffee or sipping tea or kind of moving around the room, you really want to kind of bring it to life. And so that means including these sort of three-dimensional things that make people realistic. I've got to text Walmart that my husband is there, because he's doing my pickup, because he's a lovely guy and he took care of it for me because I was here with you guys. So anyways, I'm happy to, whoops, nope, I didn't want to do that. I'm happy that you guys are working on your things, and Wendy got her 79 words, and it's requiring location access. Are you kidding me? It's like a whole bunch of stuff because I got the new stinking phone, which is not a good time. I've parked, number 7. There we go. All right, there he is. So sorry for the little bit of distraction there. Robert is excellent, 181 words. And Cheryl's got bringing in a lot of layers with hers, and Cavamo staring at their coffee. So I think, remember one of the things I said last night, Cheryl, is all about the triggers. So they're not going to necessarily think about these things unless they're triggered. So he may not think about his loneliness unless he sees a couple, right? Like a lot of us don't tend to do that unless we see other people that just seem to have it all together. Or, you look at social media, and everybody's life is, of course, perfect on social media. So make sure you're not kind of piling up too much. But yes, I totally like the crisis of faith thing, and because he's having faith problems in himself and in his life and everything else. And Half-Mo, for sure, yeah, you don't want them staring at their coffee. Donald Moss, who wrote The Fire in Fiction and Writing the Breakout Novel, I really liked Writing the Breakout Novel, read that several years ago. He talks about avoiding tea scenes, which is just two people sitting around drinking tea, talking to each other, and nothing's happening. They're not moving the plot forward, they're not moving around the room, they're not taking action. Because your characters need to take an action in that scene to move your plot forward. They can't just be talking about it. In order to keep the plot moving and the stakes rising and the reader's interest, they need to be taking actions that are related to the plot. Because a lot of people tend to put a lot of stuff in so that they can get that backstory out, but that's actually really boring to read, because it's kind of like we're just reading about people thinking, and nobody likes to do that. So make sure you've got some, hey, Malcolm, nice to see you. We're kind of almost at the end. We've only got one more sprint left. But so make sure that you're always putting in actions that are A, true to the character and true to the situation, and B, that they are moving the plot forward. So even with the example that I was talking about with the character moving around the kitchen with Gayla's story that we had talked about last night, her character, and I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this, is very upset about something. And so even with her moving around the kitchen and doing things, you can see as the reader, hopefully, as she's describing it, that these are things that she's doing to keep herself from thinking about stuff. Because you know how a lot of us have all this busy work where we're just kind of messing with stuff just so we don't have to think about what's going on, or we some of us like clean like crazy when we get stressed. I personally eat cookies when I get stressed. So if I'm grabbing all the cookies, I tell my husband I'm eating my feelings to just leave me alone. So whatever that character is doing, it should be true to their character and also have to do with the plot. So she's not just washing the dishes because you have to do that every day. She's washing the dishes to keep herself distracted from thinking about the thing that is bothering her. And so, yes, half of most, sometimes they do get together to talk and be together, but that you can always have that plot in the back of that point of view character's mind so that they are worrying about something, or they're trying to get information, or they're trying to do something else at the same time. Because whatever their goal is for the book, that goal is going to occupy every one of their scenes in some way, shape, or form. So even if the hero and heroine, let's say, are just laying on the beach having a nice relaxing afternoon, but the hero knows he needs to save the family farm, he's going to be kind of thinking about that and maybe checking his phone to see if he got that mortgage loan, or, replying to the bank manager or whatever it is. So he's going to have other things that feed into that goal so that they're always taking steps toward their goal. If they're not always taking steps toward their goal, then the message it sends to the reader is that it's not that important to them. And then you lose the reader because the reader's like, well, if it's not important to the character, it's not important to me. So make sure that you're kind of keeping those stakes rolling. And I love Silver Ollie's with the mermaids trying to save a whale trapped in an old net. Lots of panic and action. And that can be a really great scene, I think. And a lot of us have seen those happen on TV, or even some people have seen them in real life. And the kind of despair about getting that whale back into the ocean. So that sounds like a great scene to have. So let's do our last one, and I promise not to have to go text to Walmart and my husband while we're doing it, but we'll do our last 10-minute sprint, and do not forget about the class on Sunday. I'm going to throw that up while I have the sprint going. It's a live stream, and since a few other people have joined us, I'm going to just throw the link back in there again. So you can just sign up for the notification. It's a live stream class, and anybody can take it, nice and free. So let's do our last 10 minutes and see where we get. Okay, awesome, guys. that's our last 10 minutes, our last little sprint for today, because we only have an hour. And I know the holidays are coming, so I appreciate you guys all being here for this. Because I know I want to keep writing, even though I also want to be baking cookies, which I'll be doing. So I hope you guys are doing some kind of fun thing for the holidays. I'm going out tonight and then maybe going to a party tomorrow night. The weather is forecasted to be terrible, so maybe not. But I hope you're all doing great things for the holidays, and maybe splurge on something right early for yourself, like Half a Mo might need a third duvet. And Silver Ollie, great job on the 130 words. I put in my details about my witness. Now I've just got to add some dialogue with him. So yes, thank you all for being here and for writing with me, and for making it so enjoyable. I really do love seeing all of you here. And Malcolm, I love spending time with family. My kids are all going to be here, so we're excited. We have 5 between us, so the house will be very full. And yes, Half a Mo, 476 words. Awesome. Yes, if you're not coming Sunday, which, yeah, there's the reminder there. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be doing a sprint next Friday, but I don't know if it'll go a full hour, just because it depends. We have a lot going on, obviously, as everybody does. And yes, I'm super excited that you guys are coming on Sunday. So I will see you all there. We'll have the same format as this with the live stream, and it will be uploaded to the channel afterwards as well, just in case you miss it. But being here is actually the opportunity to ask the questions that you have. So thank you all, and I hope you have a great weekend and you get some of your Christmas cookies early. So thank you, and I will see you on Sunday and hopefully next Friday. Bye, guys.